Thank you, Madam Chairman. Let me address Mr. Barham first of all. I'm a congressman from the 4th District of Louisiana, among several congressmen from Louisiana here this morning. And first of all, I want to say thank you, and I want to commend you and our governor, Billy Nungesser, and many others who are doing an outstanding job, very vigorously standing point, trying to protect our state, its marshes, its wildlife, and certainly call upon us if there's anything we can do to help you beyond what we're trying to attempt to do now. I am disappointed that we're almost 2 months and you haven't gotten answers yet about the dispersants. I'm advised that the EPA has the information and hopefully will turn it over soon, but I think that's a slowness of response. I'm also very disappointed that despite the tough rhetoric, our administration, it took almost 2 months to get approval for the berm creation to create a barrier for the oil spill coming upon our shores. And there are other issues too, and I'm just going to clip them off real quick and get a response from you on those. I understand you've made several requests on May 24th to Secretary Salazar that the Louisiana annual apportionment for the sport fish restoration program used to manage our coastal fisheries be apportioned at an annual rate equal to an average of the last 3 years of funding. Have you received a response to that, sir?
No, sir, I have not.
Okay. There was a request to BP on May 24th for about $30 million in funds to implement multi-year fishery resource monitoring program that you indicated was designed to provide the information needed to manage the fishery resources of Louisiana as a result of the spill. Have you received a response on that, sir?
No, sir, I have not.
On May 28th, together with the Louisiana Workforce Commission, Louisiana Recovery Authority, Office of Community Development, Louisiana Economic Development, Louisiana Department of Social Services, and Louisiana Department of Health and Hospitals to BP for an initial $300 million in funding to provide swift and ameliorative response for the individuals and businesses greatly impacted by this disaster, as well as to address the long-term impacts. Have you received response yet, sir?
No, sir, I have not.
Now, I understand that there are a lot of boats being docked, a lot of workers in the fisheries industry that who are being impacted and can no longer go out and fish and to make a living. And can you give me an idea or give us an idea here today how quickly BP is responding to their claims for reimbursement for money and time lost?
Congressman, I'd be less than honest if I didn't tell you that it has been frustratingly slow in response, and these people, as you say, are ready to work and do what is needed to provide for their families and to pay the bills that are needed, and they are caught in a terrible situation, and it's been slow.
Okay, sir. So what you're saying is that the administration, with its very tough rhetoric about boots on the neck and kicking body parts, and the fact that our president has never spoken to the CEO of BP, despite all of these things, we're yet getting 2 months down the road and we're getting essentially no response to these many important elements?
Well, I think the administration has shown that they clearly care about what's going on in Louisiana. The president has been down several times, and I sense a frustration on lots of fronts about the response by BP primarily. They have said lots of things and either did not follow through or evaded giving responses at all. It's been disappointing in that sense. It's easier to make a flashy ad on television than it is to actually respond to needs.
Yes, sir. One final thing as my time runs out. It's my understanding that numbers of lawyers are descending on Louisiana, making the claim that in order to make a claim to BP, you must have a lawyer. Is that true?
Well, I can't answer for the individual. We've made some claims on BP, and we have some pretty good lawyers in Louisiana, but I hadn't gotten responses even with them.
Okay, so you're saying even with lawyers we're not getting responses?
We haven't yet.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Madam Chairman.